Father, we thank you for this wonderful day, Lord. Let it be just a fantastic day. We're going to look at some charts, Lord, and after we're done, we're going to read the Word of God, spend some time together, learning and spending time with you. I pray that everyone is encouraged spiritually and strengthened. And thank you for this wonderful day that I get to introduce my child to my friends here, Father. I thank you, Lord, that you have brought Eldon Song to be strong and healthy. And the nurses said it was one of the best delivers they've seen. I think that was amazing. I thank you, Lord, that she just had a good birth. And my son was introduced into this world in such a good way. And I thank you, Lord, that he's going to continue to grow in the grace of God, in the might of the Lord, in his perfect peace, increasing in wisdom, stature, intelligence, and strength, Lord. I pray that he would continue in all of that, and every day he would be closer and closer to you, strengthening his spirit, man, from the inside out. It is written that their angels do not stop seeing the face of God. So let his angels continually be in your presence, and let their faces shine and radiate that same light upon him as he is growing, Lord. Growing in the ways of the Lord, growing in life. And may he bring joy to all of those around him. May he be a child filled with lots of smiles, and that people would know him as a smiley child, and that he would always be full of laughter and goodness. We thank you, Lord, and praise you in Jesus' name.
Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. So glad you guys are here. I want to look at something really interesting. We're going to look at Euro on the daily chart. For the past few days, Euro had a breakout from its downtrend. But before I really go into more of this, you got to see this. So this is the downtrend here. Where is my highlighter? This is the downtrend here on my screen. You guys can see me. Just drawing this highlighter. Price was going down, making those lower lows. And then a change of behavior happened here. So we knew we should continue going up for just a bit. However, this is the importance of looking at a map, because if you understand the bigger picture, maps are all about understanding the full story. Once we had that change of behavior, there was still another there was another larger behavior on that same chart. And within the larger story, there is a stronger downtrend. Now, luckily, we've had this trend line here established for several weeks. So you guys known that. You guys knew where it's at. So that means that if price on the smaller time frame, so if we go to the 4-hour chart, we can see, okay, right here, after we hit our target, this smaller target up here, okay, hold on. Okay, see my handword? After we hit our target here, we began to move down to another target, which is target number 3. And after price hit target number 3, we came right back up. We hit an old target. And now all of those are done. That was interesting. Price got to hit those. And we should experience bullishness after these days. What's happening on the bigger picture was that small breakout. So the health appears in this section here, and we should continue up. Yes, and that's true. But how longer do we continue up? We continued up until price encountered that major resistance, which was there, that one, okay, the one I just showed you guys. So if you go back to the bigger story on that daily chart, it is there. It's this key angle up here. We marked it as KA, which means key angle, which means there is some strong energy that is still on here. So until price is breaking out of this on top of this line, so it should look like this. Price needs to get on this side of price, right there. So until price can get on this side of the line, this side of this white line, then the real health has not yet come in. In fact, once it hits those lines, we're looking for a continuation of the trend. And that's what happened over the past few days. So luckily, again, this is why we pay attention to all the foundational areas. The foundational areas are, how did the down move start? How did it start? You take that leg, you can cut it in half, and you're looking on this side of price. That's how you can start finding the foundational areas of price. Now this one's easy because just looking at those small energy centers here. Draw those two lines there and you got the angle. You have everything you need to know. You have everything you need to know. It's that line and you can just stretch it out. Stretch it out. See how we didn't cross above here? That's how you do that. All right, so for this is going to allow you to start seeing where the next behavior change happened. So if price word had a breakout of both of those, not just that red one, but the white one, then it tells me we should be going on our way up. The down move is over. But if we reject at that point, which we did, we rejected right there. See on my screen what I'm circling? We rejected there. Therefore, price is like hitting that roof and coming back down. So that's what we should happen. Now, overall, I'm looking still at the target that I've had for a few weeks now at 1.034. It's a larger trade, and it does unfold over several weeks, but that's the ultimate target that I have for our this current segment and key angle. Okay. So there's a longer sword cut here at 0.099, but I think we're going to bounce at that 1.034, and also the next prices for these are 1.011 for the high side, 1.008 for the low side, and then when we finish that, we're going to get to that orange line up there, and I think that's where the trend is going. Okay, so we are in that downtrend. All the recent bullishness that was on the weekly charts and daily charts, the one that I've highlighted here for you, you should see it right there in red. Okay, that is all the weakness appearing once we get underneath there. So that happened, so we should be going down. Then a smaller health was broken, we should be going up, but only until we hit this line. That is exactly what's happening. That is exactly what's happening. So if you guys can read and learn how to read a map, even if you don't know how to create a map just yet, learn how to read price as opposed to the map. It's going to give you a master edge on your intraday trading, because a lot of you are trading signals, you have different trading methods. Wonderful, use them, but keep the map because it starts telling you where you are in the story. Okay, that's why we're here in ChartRoom, to help you guys understand what some of the bigger picture is. It's so easy to take your mind off the bigger picture, and then you start missing or not understanding why the biggest moves are happening. You don't understand them. Okay, so I want to get you guys on how to understand how price flows. Okay, let's go into some cryptos. Let's look at GALA. I have it on Binance, GALA USDT. All right. And what's happening with GALA? Recently, what's happened on GALA is there is a downtrend that we've been experiencing. I drew it here on this with this parabolic. Okay. If price is allowed to hit this top, then we should be continuing going down. No matter where that top would have been around, price should have gone down. But that didn't happen, did it? No, it did not. The next option that happened is that price will break above that parabolic. And if it does, especially if we hit the top side of the parabolic, which we did, then we should be experiencing a time of health. So that means that therefore price should start moving up to the next resistances somewhere along this track. Okay, we don't trade based on price alone, but we use angles to see what price is actually doing. And that's what we can see. So we can see some health coming in. Now, we did understand that there is a longer term trend that is in the downside. So even if we go up, we're not going to the moon. Okay, we're not going to the moon. No, that's not what's happening. We have to overcome some things first. One of those things that we have to overcome is the foundational angle. So what's going on here is this. Okay, that's our downtrend. We're all in the down move. We cut it in half. And you can focus on this side of price. That's your foundational area. That's how it all started. Just think of, when I say the word foundation, think of how it started. How's the crypto starting? What is happening? It's in a downtrend. So are there any swings we can identify in this area? Yes. And it helps us know these energy centers right there. So I drew them in little tiny circles, and that's it. That's how you do that. So there they are. Can we connect those dots? Absolutely. Connect those dots. And you got that blue trend line I just draw for you. We already have this blue trend line on here. Okay, that's the one. Connect those dots together, and you know now it's time to buy GALA once you're on that side of price. That's the healthy side of price. If you're more micro trading, is there any more entries to trade in? Yes, there absolutely is. Okay, so this is why I said this is the safer area. This is the safe area if price were to be bullish, okay? Now, if we were to see those prices and want to know what price it is, you just use a price. You just use the price label. Where's my price label? Right there. And what you do is you go to today's date. Today is right here. Okay. Just go to the last candle. Even if you don't know what the last candle is, just go to the last one that's on your screen. Okay. In case today's date is October 13th, Melody? 14? Yeah, today's October 14th. And what you're going to do is just bring it straight up until you hit that trend line. Okay. This is the technique. There you know. And now you know approximately the last price that it needs to hit and break above. Today, if it were to happen, it needs to be 0.087. Now, I don't think it's going to happen today. I actually think it's going to happen more somewhere probably over here. So what you can do is just make it small and put another price label if you want to somewhere around there. And there you go, 0.024 area. So sometime between 0.028 and 24, if we have a breakout, then we're looking for new positive behavior. But is there anything worth trading in between there? Maybe. I'll give you a few other things. There is a stronger story that's happening as well on Gala. Now, what is that story happening? There's a few other stories that is happening, but one of them is the biggest picture, and that's as we examine the flow of price, there's two very large energy centers here. Draw that one, it's going to give you this white. I'll let you rewind the video if you guys didn't see this later on, but that's where you're going to draw that one, and that's also important. Now, I want you guys to see something. That bigger, this health right here is smaller than the big one, is it not? You guys need to know something. This big move here, you can think of it like the fish. Okay, that's a very large fish. And then this small one up here that was in light blue is also a fish. Which one is the bigger fish? Is it fish A or is it fish B? I teach you guys the principle of the bigger fish, and the principle of the bigger fish is always a bigger fish in the pond that's bigger than another fish. And that fish that thinks it's the bigger fish is the bigger fish until it encounters a fish that is larger than itself. And this example, you can see that there's larger energy on this big down move. See? Fish A rather than fish B. Now, fish B can win, but you'll know it. You'll be the first to see it. But it's most likely that you're going to see that energy from the bigger fish beat the smaller fishes very often. It's more common. Okay, so let me take that picture, that screenshot. By the way, I didn't take any screenshots of the euro. I need to. Okay, so as we look into this, you can see that yes, there's down energy, but we are about to encounter the smaller fish, or the larger fish, and that larger fish is this white top resistance right there. Okay, that's how we drew that. So I'm gonna delete that fish. And now you can see that the key angles here. Now what I'm doing, again, I collected this two large energies. So I want you guys to do that type of thing when you guys are trading, doing your trading, and you connect those two energies together, and now you see a hidden resistance. So yes, Gala may be strong up to here, and then come down. Okay, so that's how that works. And that's why in my last video about this, I gave you guys that little design here. Okay, that's what that means. All right, you may be looking for resistance. So what we can do is just clone that out and bring that also to today's date. And there you go. So now you have more idea about your two options. If price is breaking above, that's a big deal. If price is breaking above this white line, that means we should be going up here. And then if it's resisting against here, that means we should be going down. Okay, and going down to where? Well, approximately here in these prices, 0.009 area. All right, so now you have your two options. You guys know how to help successfully navigate that one on the daily chart. By the way, let's just go to maybe a 4-hour chart, and let's see if we can see anything else. On the 4-hour chart, we can see this round energy here. Cut that. You can see that we are now in a place of health. So it's more likely you're going to see Gala go and experiencing some types of bullishness that's happening. Okay. Another thing, you can see that we're on a healthy part of price. Let's just draw that real quick for you. This is just the smaller energies that are happening today. And let me see if so that's the wicks. Let me see if the core angle is a little bit less severe, and then we'll move on to the next crypto. All right, and there's a 4-hour angle. That should be approximately what we're looking for. And you can see now, moving to the top of this energy center. Here's the lower energy centers. Here's the top one. When we moved it to the top energy center like we're supposed to, the same angle, you can see that now price is resting and bouncing comfortably here. Okay, so price came down. That energy center was also the top of this old key angle. So that would have been a key angle. That would have been your phantom angle. This would have been the top of the parabolic. So multiple reasons why right there where I'm scribbling should have been a powerful area for price to bounce. It is where everything came together. Price met the top resistance, which was an old top support, which was an old resistance, and now this old resistance price is also sitting on. So now it's building support. More evidence that price is going to be moving up for you. Okay. Do I have any other questions about GALA right now, or why GALA should be currently healthy in the shorter term up to a certain price? Okay. No other questions? All right. Let me just move some of these. Okay, let's move on. I hope you guys are learning stuff with even cryptos that you're not interested in, because you're allowed to start seeing things that you wouldn't see before. Okay. Helps you put you on the right side of price as best possible. So that was GALA. Let's look quickly at ANKR. I like to do a little bit of teaching on the beginnings. On Wednesday for our CHartroom, we're going to have tutorial classes on Wednesday, so we're going to be sharing some more tutorial. I got some very interesting things to show you with our next upcoming 2 lessons that we're going to be having for Sword Method 5.0. We're also going to be introducing a few new concepts. I'm glad we got some more practice with our last ones. Okay, this is ANKR. Bigger story. You know where that resistance is. It's going to move along the track. Okay. You can see recently we just hit that track, or very close to this track. Very close. Okay. And there is a margin of error for this one. Okay. There's more to this story. There's a lot more to the story. The reason, remember guys, the reason I have, let me turn this on a daily chart. If I extend this trend line out, just say I just stretch it out. You're asking, why did I not include this top piece right here? If we look at the flow of price, this is the flow. The story is here. Okay, that's where the story is at. We use round action to identify those stories really easily. Okay, you can see that price is rounding here. This is therefore the real top, and this is the real top. And it's something the Lord showed me in my prayer at the end of 2022. I want to say around November, something like that. He said, focus on the round action when you're teaching sword method. I said, okay. And that from that day on, I started telling you guys, focusing, just helping get rid of that noise. And that's been something that's just been a blessing to us. We can see that this behavior here is the excess. It's the stuff that is not the real move. It's the jerking action. It's just those price gouging type behaviors. It's not the full behavior. And this is what we have in our system called hidden battler. So hidden battler, you guys can see that on our lessons. If you guys are DIVE members, just look for the sword method lessons 1 through 8, and one of them is going to speak about hidden battler. So we know where to look. If price ever comes to these blue areas like this, the blue highlighter, then you're looking for hidden battler for rejection. You're looking for price to do something. Pay attention to that. But it also helps us understand that if the last 2 round actions are here, okay, meaning here and here, then the trend line needs to be here. Therefore, the ANKR is still bearish every time it's hitting this resistance. And unless it is allowed to break above, it's not going to go up very high. Okay. All right. Where does that leave us at with GALA? It leaves us currently looking and waiting for prices to become bullish. Okay. And that's not the case just yet. We're looking at that red resistance level, and once you get it, there'll be a change. Okay. What about locally? Are there any signs locally that we should be going up? Yeah. One of the signs that we should be looking at, let's go down to a smaller time frame. Oh, by the way, if we go to a smaller time frame, you're going to see that there has recently been a change of behavior to the negative side. Let's go to a 4 and a 1 hour chart, and I'll show you what this looks like. Okay. All right. If we're looking at this chart, what is the flow of price? What is the flow of price? Let's see. Maybe a 6 hour is going to help you see it a little better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. What is the consistencies we can see? It's this. Look. Parabolic energy. Price is rounding to the underside of that parabolic energy. I don't trust it. Price should be going down. You're seeing energy in this that's helping to push prices down. Okay, you see it? So please be aware of ANKR at the moment. It's experiencing some types of negative energy. Okay, this is negative for price. Do I have any questions about ANKR at the moment? I have some old hidden bellers, by the way, down here in these areas. Okay. I wouldn't short it at the moment, but it's definitely looking bearish. Okay, in a downtrend, it's easy to trade all the down moves if you know where the bullishness ends. So once you know where price is going the wrong direction, start looking for the behaviors when the bullish. So for example, if price is going down, you know all the up moves are going in the wrong direction. So cut those up moves, and you know the area. If price enters that area, it's a sign that, hey, the down move is going to continue. And likewise, I wish I had better news for you, because in bullish markets, you guys will be able to make a lot of money in some of these easy understandable ways. If I were to flip the chart upside down, it would look exactly like this. If price is in an uptrend, then what you do is you cut all the down moves, and when price enters those behaviors, you know the up move is going to continue. It look exactly the same. Okay? You look for those strong behavior changes, and you know when the up move is going to continue. So it'll look exactly the same. You understand that? Does that make sense? That's how you guys can navigate those waters. Okay? But right now, you're looking down on ANKR. All right. There's more things we can share, but let's continue. Ethereum. I'm expecting overall weaknesses on Ethereum. Last I checked, in the bigger stories. Let's pull up Ether. There we go. I was looking at this first on the weekly. I remember that. Okay, we got some targets. Target 1 over here. It looks like price has hit target 1, or is hitting currently target 1. If we continue to move down, we're gonna make I'll make the bigger target. Okay, there's another smaller target that's gonna be around here in these prices. Let's move this to the back and save this away. This will be target 2. Okay, so for you guys who are interested in this crypto, Ethereum, is still currently healthy on the longer term charts, and that is because there is foundational bullishness that's still at play. All right, so what's been happening over the past several weeks? Over the past several weeks, price has been going up. Okay, not the full story, but just in the last several weeks. We're talking about, let's see, how long? Since June of 2022, and you could say months. Yeah, June of 2022. So summer of 22, we've been going up. Now, more recently, since April 2023, we've been going down. But if you look at the story, we've been going up. So what does that mean? What does that mean for the story? Okay, I'm glad you asked. You guys are such great learners. Okay, what it means for the story is that if we continue to go down, once we hit this area here, right here with my highlighters hitting, that's not a highlighter, that's a pencil. Yeah, there we go. Once we hit this area here where I'm drawing the circle, if price comes down, we may be looking for a good bounce. That means that this level over here is very attractive. Now, if it takes a long time, price can hit that level at a higher price, such as 1510. But right now, if it hit it next week, the number is 1401. Okay, you can see just by drawing a flat line and looking whatever the price is right above my head, you can see the number right there. Okay, so that's how we can draw that type of price behavior. All right, but let's look a little bit more closely at the stories that are happening, unfolding. Because are we only really going to there and to bouncy? If price goes underneath that foundational resistance, we are continuing going down. Okay, so that's very interesting. Now, we already hit this target as support. We hit it right here in August of 2023. The other time we hit it was this week, October 9th. Okay, October 9th of this week. So we hit this, and what that means, we're either going to break above now, or we're going to be coming down into this area. The determining factor will be when we're below these two areas, and I drew them for you guys a few weeks ago, so draw them on your charts and you guys know what's going down with Ether. You're going to be the first to know. Now let's draw that a little bit more professionally, because it doesn't look so professional. It looks like I just drew that with my finger. So let me draw the original, the correct trend line, and let's make it, all right, so there you are. You are now looking for Ether to change behavior if you go below that price. So what price is that? I'm glad you asked. What great learners you are. Okay, let's take the price label. As I taught you, go to today's date, move it straight down to today's date. Ah, there it is. So if you wanted to know the price today, it's 13.35. Now I don't think price is going to come all the way down on Ethereum to 13.35. It could. That'd be a drop of about 13%. It'd be a lot. But you're looking for price to hit that. So I'll just move it a little bit to the side, and you're looking for 13.51. Okay, 13.51. Let price go to the opposite side of 13.51, and you're good to, you know what's happening next. This is the main area of weakness territory when taking a short. I don't think anyone should be taking shorts until you do that. Or if you should also take your shorts if you're going to the beach. Please take your shorts then as well, or when you're going swimming. Gentlemen, some of you guys wear Speedos. I don't know. I can't say for most of you. I know Superfood, he looks good in a Speedo, right? Superfood? Or is that what you said on your, that's what it said on your Facebook profile. Look good in a Speedo. Oh, was that private information? I'm sorry, Superfood. I don't mean to expose you. Sorry, buddy. Is he here today? Oh, good. He's not here. Good. He doesn't know. Nobody tell him. What? Is Augie here? No. Augie, if you're watching this later on, as Augie loves to say, no homo. That's his catchphrase. Okay. Okay. Some other things that you guys need to know about is that if Ethereum, let's go back down to the daily chart so you guys know some of the bigger picture. There's more to this story, and I'm not going to get too much into it because this is on the weekly chart, so it does play out over a long time. But just to remind you guys, let's go now to the daily chart. You can see the last big swings that were happening is these are your foundational areas. Change your behavior. Okay, now sometimes you don't need to go all the way back to the top angle that you broke, that new key angle. You don't need to do that. You can actually just go up to a new sword cut. Sword cuts are where the area where we break, price can go there often. So look for that too as well. Okay, now let me show you this on a 4-hour chart so you guys can see what's happening with Ethereum. Okay, in the past few days we've been going up. What's the foundation area? The foundational areas, energy centers are here. This is the flow of price. Okay. And this is now the break. Price, we were able to draw the trend line, price broke. So look for price once it crosses in these territories to go down. Okay, that's basically how that works. Okay, it's not rocket science. You guys should know what area you're in, what territory you're in right now. Price is in a bearish territory, which is what we explained in our previous videos. Okay, all right. Also, what is the flow of this doing right here? Look at this. How long did we stay here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 touches we're doing along this track right there. This, what does that mean? That's hidden battler territory. That means that if price were to break up, you're going to have to deal with that line right there. And that one right there. That means that price would go up and come down, or break above and come down on either this one or that one. It lets you know what you have to deal with. But the actual angle, therefore, is revealed as being this dotted one, right? All right, so that's the dotted line. You need to have that. That's going to be your most recent resistance. Did price hit that? Yes, right here. Did you see that? See how price hit this area and came back down? Is it a surprise to us in dive? No. You guys know this. You guys know this. You guys are drawing these angles. You know it. You're good. You know how to read a map. You know how to read the energy before everyone else knows how to read the energy. Okay? You guys got this. This is a live example. This is on a 4-hour chart. Okay? This is how you guys can do those type of things. So you pay attention and nothing, and not a lot surprises you. And you're waiting for it. Maps help you anticipate and know. So if the larger story is still down, then you cut those energies. Now, yes, we've been bullish since October in the bigger story, but in the smaller term stories, we've been going down. Okay, since, remember I told you, was it April? Okay, so that's why. Just rewind the video and you're going to see more information about this. The last thing, I won't cover this, but if you guys are looking, there is something else that you need to know, and that's these foundational supports. That's going to be a big determining factor. That's on the weekly chart as well. Those are way down here at 668. That means if Ethereum crashes to 668 and yet it goes to the underside of here, you're going lower, even lower on Ethereum. So that'll be a big thing. You'll know if Ethereum's going lower before all your friends and family because you can read. And my job is to teach you guys how to read. That's a foundational area. Okay, what does that mean? It means we've been going up for a while. Okay, but how did it all start? How did that leg start? Cut it in half. Look at the foundational area. It's usually going to be there, somewhere around the first parts. Okay, draw that, and you know what to do. Okay, cut that line. Price comes here, you're going down. All right, got it? So hope you guys are watching this program, learning how the flow of price, how to read the flows really good. Okay, good. No other questions about Ethereum? October 15th, 2023. See episode 132. Everything in this video is not financial, investment, or trading advice of any kind. Everything's just for entertainment, educational, and comedic purposes only. Bear in mind that I eat red crayons for breakfast, and so should you. However, trading in the markets and eating red crayons both carry substantial risk. Never trade more than you can afford to lose, and especially be aware against high leverage trading. Okay? All right. Larger story. Weekly chart. We're underperforming. We should be going down. All right? Larger story. Weekly chart. We're underperforming. We should be going down. Got it? All right. Now, what else? Smaller story. In pink. Smaller story. ZNOG, oil and gas, last energy centers. Okay? We should be going down. We're in this trend. This is the channel. If you're in the down channel, cut all of the moves. Here's a foundational move. Price here you can short, there you can short. Price should be going down. It is. Okay? All right. Now, just keep that in mind as you're looking at the story, because there are stories within stories. It's like you read a chapter in a book, but then sometimes you got to understand the context of a story, and you can understand more of what's actually happening with the main characters. By the way, there's going to be some multi-touch flat support right there, and we have 2 hits here, and I'm going to show you where they are. Look, see here on February 23rd, here on May 23rd. That's Zion Oil and Gas. You are still in this downtrend. Okay, still in the downtrend. If there's bullishness on it, it needs to come at least after the pink line, sometime here. Once we're in there, we can move up to the resistances. But most likely you're only got this much room to play with. So that means there's only that much money on the table. Let's get you those prices. You already have those prices since I gave them to you guys. But it's here. I drew it for you previously in previous video. Okay? All right. Just go to my website. All the videos are tagged. Okay? All the videos are tagged. Type in the crypto that you're looking for. You should be able to pull it up. If you still have problems, just shoot me a text. Say, hey, I can't find it. And I'll help you find it, okay? All right. Any other questions about Zion Oil and Gas? I wouldn't touch it right now. This is where the map looks. All right. I still think we're on our way down. About this, I really think we're going on our way down. Okay, this is a larger story, but it seems to be what's happening. There is some local health, but I would be really careful about putting all of these together. You can, maybe that's going to be the story. That's the consistency I see. This would be smaller term on the daily chart. We might be looking to go back up. Okay. Be real careful. There's something else you can draw. And let me move this to the side so you guys can see that. Those gaps have been filled. That's good. Draw that line. This will be a big determining factor. Okay. This one's going to be real easy for you. You're just going to draw these old lows. Okay. So let's just draw these as a flat. And we'll make them a solid blue line. And make it really, there you go. If price is trading below here, look for continuation of down support, and that's where you can take your next trade. So these are the smaller stories within the larger story. Okay, anyone have any questions about Zion, oil, and gas for me on those smaller and larger stories? Smaller story, health, larger story, still going down. Okay, that means that you might be experiencing some bullishness on Zion, oil, and gas in the next few days. All right, let's see if there's any big clues now that there's some type of entry. Yeah, there's some strong, you can see there's going to be a to the upside for the shorter term. Please be careful because the longer term story has not changed. But I would say, guys, you may see this chart go up in the next few days based on all of this. All right, so this is going to tell us there has been a change of behavior on the smaller term scales, but look at the volatility of this. Look at these candles. They don't look right. They're very volatile. Okay, very volatile candles. So be careful intraday trading Zion, oil, and gas. But overall, we should be looking for prices to move up in the next few days. Let's see where they might enter up. They would probably go up to around 0.12 cents area. Okay, which is the bottom side of that last multi-touch area here. Okay, let's put it a little bit lower, about right there. Yep, so you're looking about getting to some of those prices. Take some profits. If you're there, be careful. Okay, any other questions I can assist you with right now for Zion, oil, and gas? I'm so glad to be here for you guys. Thank you for supporting us, for supporting our family. My new child, thank you everybody who supports WordRoom as well. All right. Okay. Oh, I better put the date on there. Okay, ZNOG September, October 15th. This on _7, CR EP 132. Okay, TRX, which is Tron. All right, let's put it on Binance. We're gonna look at Tron. I'm just gonna cut some energies for you real quick so you guys can see some of the bigger story that's happening. We're gonna look at the weekly chart due to the volatility in the candles. Okay. See all this round action here. Change in behavior. Price should move up from here. There's hit that you have to deal with at here and here. If you stretch those out and stretch those out, there should be problems that you have to deal with there. Okay. I'm going really quick. Okay. And we had our first problems. Those are the hidden battler problems that you're going to have to deal with. You're going to see rejection at those levels, and we did. Okay. HB1 and HB2 is up there. Let me just put that just in case we do get to those higher levels. There's the core for HB2 right there. Okay. Okay, now the next things we're looking at, we should be in an uptrend. Let's cut the uptrend. Change in behavior here. Okay. So price should be going down from here in this area, continuing the uptrend. Let's see what's going on. When's the next uptrend continue? It continues here once we cross that area. So let's draw that officially. Okay, not just with the highlighter. And let's connect as many cores as we can. I got 3 we're connecting. 2 cores, 1 wick. Here, verification. Change your behavior here. All right, price should be going up again. All right, so now Tron is doing well. We're still in this uptrend, and we have, I would say, this is a little bit lower, so we're just getting lower lows. Therefore, the whole story for here might be viewed as a type of round action. Okay, type of round action. Then we're going to connect this larger story, this, and therefore we got a trend line we can draw. Energy center 1, energy center 2. Let's place it here. We're going to take that same angle and duplicate it out up here. If price goes higher past HB2, we're going to be looking for resistance around there and those prices. All right, so let's draw that real quick. Tell everybody. Okay. All right, now this one I'm using wicks because we seem to have a very consistent wick that hits. Very consistent. So we're going to use the wicks for that one. So I'm just going to put this a little note here. I used the wicks to draw this. Okay. Now, with that angle, I'm going to clone it out, put it up here. Let's see now if that's a channel. I can now draw mid phantoms responding very well already. Here you can see price responding to the underside right there. See how we just bounce on top, then we come under, hit the top, down. All right, that's good. Let's draw some step ups and we're gonna finish the story. Here's your first step up, should be here. That should be gray now. That's gonna be your step up. Price should bounce along that line. And it did. Here and here, which is very interesting. Okay, there's your step up. Step up to bottom. Okay, good. Now, let's do it this by the way. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna draw after that is there any more step ups? Yeah, there's one to the top side. There's one here. Right. Okay, the reason there's a step up there is because we cross from this top side to the bottom side. And we cross the middle area, which is right here. The last place we crossed was right there. So therefore, we can draw that step up right along, right there. Okay, so we use that to determine the next behaviors. We can use that to read as price is climbing above. All right, so price is climbing in this area. And right now, we're starting to bounce. This is a weekly chart, so we're starting to bounce in this area. So that's really good. Okay, now we got some targets that we can use for the high side, and let's do a few other, let's do something now. Let's get you some prices for some of these areas. Here, there's a price, 0.58. Tron's looking good, guys, on the higher time frames. 0.58. All these will be uploaded on the website. 0.216, that's when it intercepts HB2. So that's a very good thing. And HB1 is going to be about here, 0.12 cents. Current price, 0.08 cents. Tron on the story is looking strong. Let's go to the smaller time frames and see what's going on. All right, let's go to daily and let's go to a 4-hour chart. All right, on the daily chart, Tron is doing this. It would look confusing to the average person if you're not looking at the story. Okay, we are in an uptrend or a downtrend? Uptrend or downtrend? Where's my water? Nobody? Put it in the comments or unmute. This is Tron. Up. It's up and away. So that means that when price is going to the downside, it's going the wrong direction. So cut the wrong directions. Cut it when price is wrong. Here, we can see the consistencies. Price bounced, it went up, came back down to that same area, went up. You see how we just cut? Okay, where else is price going the wrong direction? When we can draw the consistencies, that's great. Right now it's difficult to draw all of these consistencies because there's really only that one that I see. All right, but that's something you guys can use to your advantage. All right, let's see what else we got. Okay, let me just draw that real quick. Okay, the next thing we're going to draw is we're going to be looking for flats. Let's look for flats to identify entries for this. Okay, this is the daily. Now flats are real easy to draw. We're going to be looking for those round actions where we have them within this uptrend. All right, so we're just focusing only right now on this area here. All right, okay. So in this area, what do we have? We have, that would be a flat. You can see price building right here where I'm drawing this and went up. So that's good. All right, the next area that we can draw as a flat would be this energy and structures here. So we're looking for prices to break above there. Here we have two touches. You can see price came down 1, price came down 2, and we're still on our way up. Do you guys see? Does that make sense to you guys? Okay. We learned that in our flats class. I teach you guys that. Okay. And therefore, where would our next flats be? Does anybody know where our next flats might be? I'm not supposed to have tutorials because it's Saturday. We got a lot of stuff, but I love to teach you guys. Okay. Our next flats actually may be here and here, but not due to rounding action on either side. It's more like a V shape. But it may be a multi-touch because you're touching here and now we're breaking above and coming to this area. So here would be the next areas, right where price is right now, which is 0.084. So that means that if Tron were to round in this area, we may look for a continuation to the top side. And then I'll take a look at this to see if I see that as well. I have to zoom in a little bit more to see that, but that's what it may look like. This is a multi-touch flat. Okay, so let's just label that. We teach it in our flats. Let's draw a trend line here. We're gonna make it blue for our flats family, and we'll label it on the bottom MT flat, multi-touch flat. Okay. All right, so we're looking right now to the positive side just based on that map. All right, let's get you some price labels for that, by the way, so you guys can see some of these prices. And if price goes down, you got that lower support, which is here in green. Okay, so that's your backup support, somewhere around those prices, 0.07, and that would mean that there may be an entry. Okay, now let's go one last thing. Let's go to the smaller time frames. Let's jump to a 6 and a 4. All right, so if price is going up, right now price is going down, so it's going the wrong direction. What can you do with this? How can you use this for a possible entry? It's easy. Cut it, wait for the behavior. Are we there yet? Does anybody know? Are we there yet? Yes or no? Did I lose you guys? Did I lose you? Are we there yet? Is price here? Is it safe to enter Tron for a buy right now? Possibly, based on just this map. No, that's right. The answer is, Royal said correctly, no. We'll just wait a little longer until price crosses through to the positive side of price, and then you're going to put the odds in your favor. Because it's possible we can hit this and come down, and then end up going down to that last support on the weekly chart. And you guys will be mad at me because you'll be like, we saw that Jae-Sung said it's bullish. Yeah, it should be bullish here. You cannot guarantee anything in the market. All you can do is stack the odds in your favor. But one of the easiest things you can stack the odds in your favor is if price is going up, look for when price is going the wrong direction, cut it. And if you cut it, we cut this one, look, you cut it correctly. Wait till price is on the positive side of the cut, and there you go. You stacked as many of the odds in your favor as possible. And you guys can do that on smaller time frames. This is a 6-hour chart, but it's basically that simple. Okay? So I'll put these price labels on one more time just to show you guys the danger and severity and help you navigate some of these better. So if you're taking notes, Tron is close to a breakout, okay? Hunting is hard in the crypto market, but I hope to get you guys in the right directions. Okay? All right. Tell everybody I'm on my way. Let's put this little text box. TRX Tron CREP 132. Price is currently healthy and building on top of a multi-touch support. A confirmation of the continued run up will be when price crosses the positive side of the dotted white line on this 6-hour chart. Okay, wait for the entry, wait for an entry to stack the odds in your favor. Otherwise, price is still in this down move and not ready to move up. Alrighty, everybody got that? So we're looking for prices to move up from here, but prices may still continue to going down. So you gotta wait until the behavior is in your favor, and then put that behavior in your favor. So write it down in your notes. Tron, watch for Tron. It may be a time for Tron this season. All right. Okay. That's a 6-hour chart. He can fly, he can fight, and he can name that movie. That's your movie trivia for today. He can fly, fight, and he can fill in the blank. What is the answer? What is that movie? And what is the name of the movie? And finish the line. There's a clue. The clue is on the screen. Okay. Nobody knows the answer? Ah, come on, guys. You want another clue? I'll give you another clue. The clue is Robin Williams. Okay, Robin Williams. He's the clue. Okay, there we go. No? Nobody get it yet? Peter Pan? Ring a bell? We're going to look at this CRO on KuCoin. Maybe I have better data. Am I looking at this one on KuCoin? Okay. CRO is crypto.com. Is that the one you're looking at? Crypto.com? Okay, we'll look at it on Coinbase. It has the more data. Okay. Alright, the answer is Hook. The movie Hook. The answer is he can fly, he can fight, and he can crow. But he actually doesn't crow, he just crows. They don't say the word crow. He never gets a chance to finish it because Robin Williams is because Peter Pan does that in that movie. 0.006, yep, this one's 0.052. Yep, price is in this larger downtrend. Very easy to draw. There's two things I want you guys to draw on this. There is this current, actually it's here. Okay, that's one. You guys gonna need to draw that one, that parabolic. The other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna draw a flat foundational area. Let's do it together. Okay, is price going up or down? Really easy to see. It is going down, right? All right. So where's the foundational area? We cut it in half. We look at the foundational side, which is that side of the egg. It always seems like I'm drawing an egg. And we're looking for the energy center. So that means we're only focusing on that. Okay? Really, that area. Somewhere in here is our answers. Price went up, price went down. So price went up, price went down, price went up, price went down. Where's the energy centers? They are in here. All right, anyone can do this. ABC, guys. ABC. You guys can do it. You can do it. Sí se puede. Let's draw those. Let's connect those lines together. Okay, we're going to draw those together. Got it? Okay, let's do it. Here you go. All right. You did it. Good job. I'll take a screenshot for that for your memory's sake. Good job. You drew your trend lines. This is an important part to the story. All right, now that we have that, let's see if there's any other clues that this might be giving us. Let's clone that out, put it at the lower foundational energy center right here. All right. Once we come to these areas, we should be either rejecting or some part of the story. We can see that we rejected as we got close here and then we rejected here. But the main points are right here and here. Okay, down, down. All right, so price may still be up here. Has it broken out of the downtrend then? No, it has not. No, it has not. It may have broken out of that phantom angle. It's just something. But we should still be hitting the top of this line and then possibly coming down. If price breaks the top of this area, that means there's a change in behavior and we have a chance to go up, back up. In fact, it may come back up to sword cut later on. We're just going to put that on your map to have it on your radar so you have that. Okay. But until then, we're not there yet. Okay, now something else about this is that although I want you guys to be real careful with this one, although it's broken this energy center, there's still another flow that's happening, and that flow is in yellow here, that yellow parabolic that I drew for you guys here. So let's fade out this so you guys can see, or let's just delete it for right now so you can see what's happening. So even though there's some health, once we're on this side of the line, which we have, right? Once we're on here, we can actually start moving up. But how far will we move up? We're only going to move up to this parabolic before coming back down or having a change in behavior and then going back down. But we're still not there. Okay, you're going to see this in the next few weeks because this is a weekly chart. So you're going to see this actually play out. And you got to watch You got to watch real carefully, okay? So this that I'm drawing, it may look confusing, but you guys drew it with me together. Now let's take this line out. Let's really fade it away. Just keep it on the back of your radar. Focus now on this energy here. So on the weekly chart, we can see that there's a parabolic line here. It's in yellow, and I drew it. So that's a flow of price. Now, if you're looking at this logically, think carefully. Is price on the top side of this or the bottom side of this parabolic? Is it on the top side of the flow of price? And the flow is parabolic right now, right? You guys can see it's parabolic to the downside. Would you be wanting to buy CRO today based on this information? What do you think? I would say no. I would say no. You wouldn't want to buy it today based on this, or you wouldn't want to expect it to go up, right? Who would expect this to move up? You wouldn't, because price is still, every time it's hitting this top side, look, it's going down, down. You 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I painting the picture for you? Okay. Are we making lower lows? Is the trend starting to change? Is the accelerated adjustment zones being broken? There's not really any acceleration. Yeah, there's from the fire side. But look, we're still underperforming. Price is still way down here. So those are not performing. The tops are holding. No matter how you slice it with those fire lines, we're still in the downtrend. So therefore, you should not trade CRO until you get to this side of that parabolic. Okay? Does that make sense? I'm going to draw this in the highlighter just so you guys keep you on the right side of price. Okay? This is the safer area of price. Let's put a little call out label. This is the safer area when price should be able to move up. Until then, we are not there yet. It may be dangerous to buy, to expect CRO to move up. I should use words like buy and sell. Okay? It may be dangerous to expect CRO to move. This is not financial investment or trading advice of any kind. Everything's just for entertainment and educational and comedic purposes only. Okay? Now, let's finish this up. Now, take him out of town and finish the job. Okay, we can bring now this to the lowest energy centers. This will be our key angle. This will be our phantom angle. Okay, price would be, this would be the sick territory. That's when price would be sick. Other than that, we're looking for supports if price continues going back down all the way down to here. So don't be so shocked if price crashes and falls all the way exactly there, because that's its own support. All right. If this is correct, we should be able to see our step-ups working as well. We should be able to see our step-ups working. Now let's draw those step-ups for you, and we'll move on. Hope you guys are learning a lot. I hope you stick with me afterwards. We're going to read the Word of God together. And the last step up, yeah, there's only one. There's only one. And it has not been hit. It's still hot. That's really interesting. There's going to be more things I'm going to share with you guys about this process. Okay. Let's find out what's going on today. So if you guys know the downtrend is down, let's go all the way to maybe a 4 and a daily and a 4-hour chart real quick. Okay, so this is our daily chart. All right. So on the daily chart, the trend is down. We know it because the parabolic. Okay. Cut all the uptrend consistencies. What does this mean? It means if we can connect the dots on these areas, we can start seeing the times of weaknesses. Price should go down here. Sword cut. Round action up to the sword cut. We should be moving down. We have been moving down. Okay. Where's another one? Smaller time frame? Here, right there. Price should move down from these areas. Just cut all the up moves. Right now, are we experiencing an up move? No, we are not. At least not on the daily chart. Okay, so within the overall story, we are not looking for an entry. We are just sitting here right now. Okay, price may bounce Okay, but I don't like this setup. It's just consolidation type. Okay, you can cut this like this, but how much room does it have to grow? No room before getting squashed. So this is not a sell signal, but it's not a pause buy signal either. Okay, not like that. Okay, do I have any other questions about CRO? Let's get you some prices and we'll move on. I hope you enjoyed this map that I built you guys. I'm trying to do my best and give you guys a lot of the story that you may not see or understand or have on your radar. My job is to put a lot of things on your radar. You are hearing a lot of things prophetically. You guys are hearing a lot of things from Intel. You hear a lot from gurus on the internet. My job is to provide you with good maps so that you guys can be aware of many of the major energies that are currently happening on price to give you the best possible scenarios and to help you give you my take. Now, as we're hitting this, see how we hit and we bounced up this far? This time we bounced up this far. This time we're barely bouncing it off. I do not think that this support has the energy to bring you past these areas because you need to get up here. Remember, you need to get on that side of the line. Do you think as well that this support right here, which price is bouncing on, that's the support price is bouncing on. You can see that price bounce 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, price bounce 4 times on here. Does this energy seem like it's growing, increasing? And if so, does it have what it takes to actually bring us past here, which would be really here, okay? And take us to the next resistances, which are way up here at those prices. I don't see it, guys. Can we get from 6 to 19 cents as we're decreasing here? Personally, I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it just yet. Okay, so I do not see this energy here. Let's quickly put this in the comments, by the way. CRO. Crypto. Currently, price is still on the underside of the yellow parabolic on the main story. That is bearish. It has also not beaten the main foundational resistance shown in this episode, number 132. In addition, there is a smaller support shown here that is angled down, and each bounce shows the price losing momentum. I do not think price will break out towards the upside. Okay, that's going to be what I would say about this. Now, where's my volume? I want to just point one out thing because I need to know if we're going to have a breakout or not. And I'm going to let you know the biggest clue. All right. Now look at the volume real quick in the same area. Okay, the flow is down in these areas here. The highs are up here. We're going down, and if we're really accumulating more buyers, why is all the energy decreasing? I think the energy is decreasing because it's holding on for dear life and there's nothing to propping up the market. I think that all the supply that helped, I think all that happened here, that really happened, is this is stopping volume. Meaning we're in a downtrend. Yeah, we're in a downtrend. And then it stopped here for whatever reason, and we haven't really gone down. There's too much supply. They're going to absorb the supply, and then the down move will continue. All right, that's what I believe about CRO. Does anyone have any other questions about CRO right now? I don't think you're going to have the breakout. I just don't see it in the data. Okay? All right. No other questions? All right, now's your chance. Okay, let's finish up for today. We got a few more to go through real quickly. By the way, let me show that volume. Okay, XMR. Okay. Okay, you're gonna need to pull this on a higher level chart to see some more of the easy flow that you need to see. Okay, just a few quick things. Sword cuts in this area somewhere around here. We're rejecting. We should be going down. So we're still in the downtrend. We're still in all of this territory, but there has been a change of behavior here. Okay, somewhere around here. I believe it's parabolic. Okay, the bottoms are not consistent. They're all different around here, but the tops are very consistent, which means that you wouldn't want to buy until you get up there. Okay, so for that one, you're not there just yet. Wait till you get in that right area. Do you need me to go more in depth in that? You want to look it on Kraken? It should be the same, right? $153, is that the one? You're in the downtrend. Let's draw the next support. This one's going to be easy. You're going to know to short it if we price. Super easy, Moira. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Look at Moira. If you cross under here, you're going down. Okay? There it is. It's super easy. It don't get any more easier than that. If you cross underneath this one right here, and I'm just going to draw it dotted, that's going to be your take action line. All right? That's where you know to either get out because something's wrong. This support needs to be able to take us past that line. That's going to be your determining factor because that's the biggest energy that's holding you down in here, the parabolic. Easy to see, super easy, very easy. Okay. Another thing that if it goes down, maybe you might be able to short it. Let's do some target for you real quick. Target one's been hit. Do I even have any more target? I don't have any more targets for you on this one. Okay. Simple projection might get us out here. So let's get you a projection at this moment. I do have a support where you can find yourself finding support, and that's going to be here, Moira. Straight down. Okay. Verification. Okay. Therefore, we know we're doing it correctly. Support should be there. Okay. Let's get you these prices, and you'll be on your way. Hope that helps you. Okay. Glad to be here for you guys. Okay. I would be looking at there as your main. If you break in below here, you're going down. Break above here, we might be able to go up. Let's put a label. In weakness, a short opportunity seems close. Wait for a price to break the lower dotted line, then trade to the downside. Wait for the price to break the lower dotted line. Supports show around $73.63, 63 area. All right, really easy, real easy one. Okay, wait for that one. Really easy. Okay, XDC. All right. Oh, there it is. KuCoin. XDC USD. Is that right? XDC mainnet. Yeah, should be right. We know this to sing God's praise. 0.04, same price, but the chart looks very different. That's very interesting. Let's draw on here. Proportions are there. I like this. Okay, round actions, connect those to this. If this is support, we can cut it. You should be able to draw somewhere about right here. We're still in this uptrend. Okay. Then when begun. Oh, the reason why you probably wouldn't want to do this is you have such a strong foundational area here. See how this all started? Okay. Look how it all started. If you can draw that and you have a foundational area, supports, energy centers here and here, okay, there it is. Draw those energy centers together. We did, and there you go. Now, according to this, you still have a ways, you got backup supports because of this. This is amazing. Okay, so XDC is still strong in the longer term story. Yeah, that's true. Okay, now what else? Make sure you got this angle right. Okay, good. Okay, so we're still in the uptrend. You cut the downtrends, and you know what to do. All right, we're going to cut the downtrend that's going in the wrong direction within the story. Cut it. Price is here. Support. Sword cut. Price should be going up right there. It did. We know that. It went up in August. That was in July. August. You're still in that area. Okay, so you guys know that. Just a reminder, that's part of the big story. Now, we've covered that a lot of times. I'm not going to beat the dead horse. But it's good you guys remember every time what's going on in the bigger story. All right, so let's zoom down. Now, here we are. What's going on in the smaller stories? In the smaller stories, once we're here, we're healthy, right? Okay, that's great. Where could we have taken the trade? We could have taken it here on this day, July 23rd. Yeah, that's great. Great. Good job. We took that trade. Some of you guys remember that trade. We took that trade. We made some money on that one. Great. All right, what's the next trade? Okay, is price going? The trend is still going up, right? That's the overall story. We're still making higher highs. Okay, the highs are getting higher. The lows are getting lower. Higher lows and higher highs. That means we're still in the uptrend. Okay, see this episode. You guys know it. All right. So if XDC is in the uptrend, what do we do with XDC? It's simple. Cut the price when it's going the wrong direction. Is price going the wrong direction? Yeah. It's going down. So where do we cut it? We cut it. That's how we draw it. It's actually a little bit parabolic. Okay. You may say it's straight with a hidden value. It's debatable. But overall, the flow still gets us to the same place. Somewhere over here. So if price breaks to the top side, here in this area, you know you're up. Otherwise, we're still continue going down. By the way, you can draw the far side of this. And it's here. If you guys want more tutorials, we do tutorials on Wednesdays. Dive, you guys have access to all of my tutorial videos, sword method, lesson 1 through 8. Okay. On Wednesdays, we teach live class, patreon.com. So there you guys go. Check this out. Price comes down here, you know you're continuing going lower. How low should we go? Where should be going to sword cut? Somewhere here. Is the sword cut still hot? Yes, it is hot because it has not been touched. Okay? Has not been touched. It's still virgin sword cut. So this is like a hot pan. You don't want to touch it. It has not had a chance to cool off. Okay? Still hot. Be careful. Those are your two big options. Okay? Let's draw where your most recent sword cut was. This sword cut was hit. Okay? But this one was not. Okay? So let's draw that for you. Get you some price labels on here so you know what actions to take with XDC. So at the moment, should anybody be expecting XDC to just explode? Not based on the data. Not based on the data. No. You need to be on the positive side of price, and then you have a fighting chance. Okay? We are not on the positive side of price. We're still on the negative side of price. Okay? So you XDC traders, I'm sorry. We need another breakout. We need another breakout. But yeah, we'll look at the 4 hour. Let's look at the 4 hour. Let's sell these. So currently, we may get it, but right now we're not there. You gotta wait. It's a waiting game. Yeah, there may be another entry for XDC here in these areas. Let me put just a call out. This is the safer area of price. We need a breakout above the most recent parabolic down structures. These are still strong. If we, however, break to the low side, then price may fall further towards the last hot sword cut around, and those prices were 0.033, around 0.033. All right, so that's important that you guys know this. Okay, you can see it flowing. When you see this flow, draw what you see. Draw what you see, my friends. Draw what you see. If you see something I don't see, maybe shoot me an email. Okay. All right, you can shoot me an email and be like, "Hey, JSong, I saw this." www.jsong. No, the www. On our website you can, or shoot me an email at j.song7cloud.com. j.song7784 at icloud.com. Okay, all right. Any chance is it going to 3? Yeah, 3. Did you put 3S, Jenny? Do you mean anything lower than like 3 cents? You mean? Oh yeah, that's 3 cents. 0.03 is 3 cents. Yeah, that's what I see. Why, are you getting that in the prophetic? Are you sensing that in the spirit? Yeah, bottom. Okay. Yeah, sounds about right. That sounds about right. I think you guys are going to be able to, you'll know in a few days. You'll know in a few days. How many days can price play in here? Price can play in here approximately here till November 6th. So November 6th, it has to make a decision. What that means is that price can squeeze in here only until November 6th. Then it has to pop up or pop down. So it has to reveal its true colors. There's a lot of reasons why price delays. We've gone over them in some other videos, but you guys are going to see that it's more money for the longer term traders, because the longer that price is allowed to stay. For example, just quickly, if this is the trend and that's the uptrend, so that means the resistances are somewhere along this track on top. If price just goes up now, it only hits it here. But if price can delay for a long time and just not do anything until it hits the support, then it can go and hit a much higher target. So therefore the price goes higher. Where's my price label? See, whereas 12 cents here is like 25 cents. So this is a money game. So there's reasons why markets are suppressed and delayed. There's reasons why stuff does not happen on the time frames you guys want them to, because sometimes there's a bigger benefit for the bigger players, the bankers, the financial institutions, the hedge funds. Crypto's a huge game. You're going to find out how many people are actually playing crypto. A lot of people are playing this game. And people who our governments are playing this game. They're running money under the table to fund it, and there's money laundering and a lot of things like that happen in these markets. Guys, I'm serious. You have no idea how big it is. Alright, so wait for those things to happen. I don't think I'll get more into that. Just wait, okay? Don't intraday trade this right now, because the reason is it's very little money on the table. You're dealing with just the money between those two lines right there, the red, the yellow, and the white. So you don't want to intraday trade this, where we are condensing, okay? Alright, hallelujah. By the way, if price breaks to the top, what are we looking for targets? Currently, that's the consistency I see. We may be seeing support. So just say price bounce. It's hard to say for the bounce. I only think God is right now is the sword cut. I'm sure on the next time we look at this, we can see more stuff. But for right now, the top side, we're looking for targets around. If it's today, the price that you're looking at is, just say price broke up today. You're looking at 13 cents, but that's only going to go higher, okay? All right, 13 cents, only higher. Oh yeah, I was glancing at the 4 hour. The only reason I look at the 4 hour is for the downside break. Okay. Ooh, looks awful. The candles look awful, but I'm not looking good at this right now. Yeah, if it's me, if you look at this cut house, we're right there. Yeah, it does look terrible. I would, maybe your chart is going to look a little more clear, but the flow should probably be about the same. Okay. Cut these down. The other one, house, the other one that's to the upside here, right there. You can see a price came to there and went down, and now the next one is here. We should be going down. But you'll know in a few days if you can take a short. Okay, watch for that, and then maybe you can. A lot of this crypto that you guys are gonna see pop up. If you're holding this for a longer term, man, you should be still doing well. But I think some of you guys are gonna be able to get better prices, provided nothing really crazy happens in October. Some of you guys are like, we're expecting a lot of bad stuff in October. You could, but remember, that's external. You can't see that on a map. Only the Lord knows for sure when those things are going to happen. We don't know the times. Only through the Spirit we can just be prepared. Okay? And I think a lot of good things are going to happen. But I think there's some dark things that are going to happen first. Okay?